Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So it's just going to be a really quick one. There's just been some breaking news. If you have been following the story of the Syria girl who travelled to the so-called Islamic State group back last year, then this should be interesting to you. It's something that I definitely took interest in, and I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys on this one. So the judges rule Begum can return to the UK to fight against the loss of her citizenship, which was revoked from her last year. She travelled back to Syria in 2015 to join the so-called Islamic group. So let's have a look at some of the detail, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys are interested in this, then I will definitely continue to share my thoughts with you guys. But let's have a look, just a quick recap on a little bit of her background.
It's been just 7 months since a British schoolgirl who joined Islamic State was found alive in a Syrian refugee camp. Shamima Begum had a baby just a few days old and a plea to the UK government.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I left, and I just was hoping that maybe for the sake of me and my child, they let me come back.
Since then, her baby son has died and her British citizenship has been revoked, but her request remains: I want to come home. The personnel at the Home Office may have changed since then, but the message has not. The new Home Secretary making her position clear. Talking to The Sun on Sunday, Priti Patel said, "Our job is to keep our country safe. We don't need people who have done harm and left our country to be part of a death cult and to perpetuate that ideology. We cannot have people who would do us harm allowed to enter our country, and that includes this woman." Shamima Begum was just 15 years old when she travelled to Syria. She claims her only role in Islamic State was to make babies. For those close to her family, she's been failed by authorities and used as a political pawn. Over 900 British citizens joined the Islamic State group. While many have died, others have had children and now live in refugee camps. The government is reportedly considering plans to repatriate these children. While they may be innocent, it's an issue that's divided the cabinet.
So Shamima, who is now 20, she was one of 3 East London schoolgirls who left the country back in February 2015 and lived under ISIS rule for 3 years. She was found 9 months pregnant in a Syrian refugee camp in February last year, which was her third baby. It was a baby boy which she gave birth to, who shortly died after. The Home Secretary at the time, which was Sajid Javid, revoked her citizenship, her British citizenship, on national security grounds later that month. She started to take legal action against the Home Office, claiming the decision was unlawful because it rendered her stateless and exposed her to real risk of death or inhumane and degrading treatment. Daniel Furner, who is her solicitor, made this statement and said Miss Begum has never had a fair opportunity to give her side of the story. She is not afraid of facing British justice. She welcomes it. But the stripping of her citizenship without a chance to clear her name is not justice, it is the opposite. It was a really big case, guys. The argument back then was that she is a British citizen and she should be allowed to face her judgment here in the UK. It did feel like the government didn't want to take responsibility for this case and just kind of, wanted to put this case onto somebody else, where in fact the argument was that she's British, so therefore it is our responsibility to take this case. So we're just going to be waiting to see more information on this. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens. This was around the time when there was quite a few terror attacks. A big proportion of people felt like the government didn't really protect. I guess there was a sense of a lack of protection from the government, a lack of direction, and maybe the government didn't really know how to handle this situation. That's kind of what I felt from it, but we're gonna try and gain more information about this and see what happens. Let me know what your thoughts are if this is something that you are interested in. I will kind of see from the response from this, but if it is, then I will definitely do a follow-up on that. But this is going to definitely be a statement. The Intelligence and Security Committee will be publishing a report on this next week, guys, so this is definitely going to be a case that will shake up a lot of things, so we're just going to wait and see what happens. But let me know what your thoughts are. Like, comment and subscribe.